Welcome to Fun and Fact. Did you know that Venus, the so-called sister planet of Earth, is actually a blazing hot nightmare? Despite being further from the sun than Mercury, Venus is the hottest planet in our solar system, with surface temperatures hot enough to melt lead. It's like the universe's way of saying, never judge a planet by its cover. The reason? Venus has a thick atmosphere loaded with carbon dioxide, creating a runaway greenhouse effect that traps heat like a cosmic oven. So, if you're planning a vacation to Venus, pack an umbrella and maybe a space-safe AC unit. Ever heard of a shrimp that can punch as fast as a bullet? Meet the Mantis Shrimp, nature's tiny boxer. This little critter can throw a punch at 50 miles per hour, creating a shockwave so powerful it can shatter glass and even boil water. Scientists say this is because of the incredible speed and force of their club-like appendages, which accelerate faster than a .22 caliber bullet. So, if you're ever in the ocean, remember, this shrimp isn't just for cocktails. It's packing serious heat. Did you know that in 1958, a US Air Force pilot accidentally dropped a nuclear bomb on North Carolina? Thankfully, the bomb didn't explode, but it did lead to a major oops moment in military history. The mishap happened when a safety switch failed during a routine flight, proving that even the most advanced technology can have a serious case of oops. So, the next time you're worried about making a mistake, just remember, at least it's not a nuclear near miss. What if I told you the world's most expensive material isn't gold or diamonds, but something called antimatter? Just 1 gram of this stuff could cost you a whopping $62.5 trillion. Antimatter is like the evil twin of regular matter, and when the two meet, they annihilate each other in a burst of energy. Scientists believe it could one day power spacecraft to distant stars, if we can figure out how to make it without blowing up the lab. So, if you're saving up, forget the bling and go for a gram of antimatter. Just don't drop it. Did you know there's a plant that can literally set itself on fire? Meet the burning bush, or dictamnus. This incredible plant releases a cloud of flammable gas during hot weather, and if conditions are just right, it can ignite spontaneously. No match needed. But don't worry, the fire usually burns out quickly without harming the plant itself. So next time you're sweating in the summer heat, just be glad you don't burst into flames like this crazy plant. Did you know your bones are about 5 times stronger than steel of the same density? That's right, our bones are incredibly tough thanks to their unique structure and the mineral calcium. They can handle more stress than you'd think, which is why they're so resilient. So next time you're feeling clumsy and worry about breaking a bone, just remember, your skeleton is basically a super strong, natural armor. Just don't test it by jumping off the roof. Ever heard of the world's most expensive pizza costing $12,000? It's true. The pizza, topped with truffles, caviar, and gold leaf, is as luxurious as it sounds. The key ingredients are so rare and costly that this pie isn't just a meal, it's an extravagant experience. So, if you're ever craving something fancy, remember you could be splurging on a pizza that's literally worth its weight in gold. Just don't drop it. Did you know that Canada has a city called Dildo? That's right, it's a real place in Newfoundland, and it's been making people laugh since the 1800s. The name comes from an Old English term meaning a kind of handheld tool. Not what you're thinking. The settlers likely chose it because it referred to a tool used for fishing, and back then, Dildo was a fishing hub. So next time you hear someone say, "I'm heading to Dildo," just remember, they might be off to catch some fish rather than anything else. Ever wondered why you don't see a rainbow every time it rains? It's because sunlight needs to hit raindrops at just the right angle, 42 degrees to be exact. This precise angle is what bends the light into the perfect spectrum of colors. So next time you're hunting for a rainbow, remember, it's not just the rain that needs to be right, it's also your personal cosmic geometry class. Did you know that the infamous Alcatraz prison once housed a prisoner so slippery that he tried to escape twice on the same night? Meet John Paul Scott, who in 1962 managed to squeeze through a window, swim over a mile in the freezing San Francisco Bay, and still ended up right back in handcuffs after being found half dead from hypothermia. Some say he was as determined as a cat in a bathtub, but it turns out escaping the Rock wasn't as easy as it looked in the movies. So, next time you're planning a jailbreak, just kidding. Remember, sometimes the escape is more punishing than the prison.